I am Marcus James Dixon with Gold Derby, and we
That's a
are
black
here with
name.
Samuel L. Jackson. What was that?
That's a black name. Margaret Dixon.
Marcus
That's
Dixon.
Margaret Dixon, man.
There was a TV show called Alias, and there was a man named Marcus Dixon on that show, and he was black, of course.
That's all right. We know you passing. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm here with Gold Derby and Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Potts. Good to see you both.
There you go.
You're on Netflix's The Piano Lesson.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to start with something that your writer and director, Malcolm Washington, said. He hopes that when audiences experience this film, they see themselves on the screen and they can hear the voices of their ancestors calling to them. So I'm curious, what do you both hope that audiences take away from The Piano Lesson?
I hope they see my ass on the screen. And not some ancestor. It's me. This is us doing it. Give us some credit. But we hope they enjoy it and that the story resonates with them. You know, everybody's had that moment where somebody's passed and there's a thing that, you know, is about to be divided up, or one thing that somebody said was left to them and the other person thinks it was left to them. So there are those, and people making choices about being Team Boy Willie or Team Bernice, how that works.
And I hope it rekindles or introduces people to August Wilson, makes them curious about learning more about his other works.
Mm-hmm. And Michael, you've said about Whining Boy that he expresses everything personality-wise from zest and sorrow.
Yes.
What is your favorite part about playing this character?
That duality. The duality of this particular character, and how this man who carries so much pain and sorrow and channels it through zest. It is, life always fights to win. It really does, even in the darkest of times. And I think that's what he's doing. This is a man who shows up in pain, in grief. And he walks into another kind of pain when you look at that piano, and then he looks at the conflict over this piano between his niece and his nephew. And you just get to see this man run the gamut of emotions. He's a full, flawed, beautiful, brilliant human being.
And how long has I got to wait? It's now streaming.
On Apple Music.
Oh, Apple Music.
Sorry,
Netflix.
Netflix Music.
They didn't even put it in the soundtrack.
Put it in the soundtrack.
Not only is it not in the play, in the movie, it's not even on the soundtrack.
How long is I
that
got
a
to
bitch?
wait? Yes.
They took both your songs.
I did. I know they did.
I was looking for that. I hate that.
Here at Gold Derby, we are a big awards website. We love talking awards. And Mr. Jackson, you were nominated for a Tony Award for playing Doker on Broadway.
I didn't win.
And now, what's that?
I didn't win.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, okay.
Oscar season is heating up, and you're getting some buzz. What do awards mean to you personally, especially for a project like this that means so much to you?
I'm the wrong person to ask that question. Awards are fine. I don't think, acting's a contest. We just go out here and do what we do. Going to auditions used to feel that way until I got over that. Jobs are, you're only supposed to do the things that you're supposed to do. No matter what happens, or what you feel about it. I mean, this is a perfect example. I was the original Boy Willie and thought I was the, quintessential Boy Willie. Still do in my head.
Nope.
In my mind. I still feel that way. But, it didn't happen.
As well you should. Yeah.
Not that thing. Awards don't move the comma on your check. That's the problem. It's a whole, it's about something else. It would be wonderful to win an award for the production itself. Would be more important than me personally winning one. I'm really satisfied with the work I did, and happy I did it, and had a great time working with the right people at the right time, and it felt like a family situation. And those are the good things that you take away from doing these things. The award can sit on a table somewhere, and when you're gone, somebody will try and figure out what it was for, but the real award of doing something like this is the experience you have with the people.
And Mr. Potts, what about you?
Well, I'll just piggyback off of that. The idea, it's the work for me. I hope the work speaks for itself. I don't chase it, and because I don't know, it's not going to change how I approach the work. Winning or losing doesn't change how I approach what I do, and I didn't get into this to win awards. I got into this for the magic of creating, or to stepping into a different, someone else's reality or a different reality. That's the magic. That's what I get off on. So award, nice. It's very nice. They want to give me one, I'm not going to turn it down, but I'm not working towards that, because that's scary.
And before we go, I'm curious, what changes did you all make to your characters in the play and the characters on the screen? Or is there anything you can articulate about how you made these characters any different in any ways?
I did not.
No.
No. Didn't make him smaller. Didn't make him bigger.
No.
Gave him all the dedication that I gave to the audiences that were coming every night to sit in the audience and look at us do it and be up close. And it's always the commitment is to your scene partner. You go out there and give him everything he needs. He gives you everything you need. The rest of it works itself out.
Right. Yeah, your scene partner, that's the most important person in the scene. It's your partner.
Yeah.
And how was Malcolm Washington as a first-time director?
Beautiful. Collaborative, respectful, and poised. It's the word I always use. He knows. It's the self-possession. He knows what he wants to get, what he wants to see. Even if you don't, if you can't see it, he sees something. He sees it, and so you trust that, and you trust him.
Yeah, he's gently confident.
Yeah.
He's not. Arrogantly confident.
Right.
I'm the director. I need you to do none of that.
No.
It's like I like what you're doing, and can we enhance it or not? Whatever. But no, he's very he's very open to the experimental nature of what the cinematic part of it is, but he lets us have what we need to have in terms of what we're doing with each other.
Right.
And last question, the piano itself, what was it like being in the presence of that prop that looked so beautiful on screen? And what did it sound like? What did it feel like when you touched it?
I never did.
No, you never did. Yeah, you didn't want anything to do with it. It said Weinenboy has a love-hate relationship with it. He hates it. He completely hates it, but he doesn't want to see it go anywhere. He understands the importance of this legacy. So he's purely Team Bernice, what this piano costs. And that beautiful piano is a history of our family that was carved by our grandfather, great-grandfather. It's carved in by our grandfather. It's a visual representation of who we are as a family, the Charles family. And so touching that, playing on that, is a sort of a way of connecting with our ancestors, connecting with the past.
Well, the piano lesson opens in select theaters on November 8th, and it will be streaming on Netflix on November 22nd.